He's the alleged mastermind behind the biggest mortgage fraud case in the country. And now he's telling Channel 3 News exclusively that it was easy to buy and sell homes in one Cleveland suburb because the city waived the escrow requirement. The investigator Tom Meyer tells us why those deals put average homeowners at risk.
Problems began as soon as Brenna Fish got the keys to her Cleveland Heights home. Clogged drains, mold, then there was the roof.
As soon as the snow started to melt, my roof started to leak.
Fish bought her home from this man, Uri Goffman. He's accused of running a massive mortgage fraud scheme involving nearly 500 local homes. More than 3/4 ended up in foreclosure. But when Fish called Cleveland Heights to complain, housing manager Rick Wagner told her not to say anything. It could ruin the FBI's case against Goffman.
I was supposed to just step back.
Yet during this entire time, Cleveland Heights made it easier for Goffman to buy or sell homes, including these. This allowed even more houses to go into foreclosure and drag down property values in the process. Wagner was working with the FBI when he waived escrow for Goffman on nearly 24 homes, including this one. And this is the same home where authorities stood on this porch and announced charges in the case this past summer.
The whole point of putting money in escrow is to create urgency on the part of the people with the money in escrow to fix the houses correctly.
But in Goffman's case, he simply had to fax over bank statements proving he had money to fix them up.
It's an enormous difference between putting real hard dollars, $30,000 or $40,000 or $50,000 in cash in escrow to fix violations versus faxing a letter to the city saying, oh, waive it.
Goffman told Channel 3 News the waivers let him buy, quote, significantly more homes than he could have done otherwise because his money wasn't tied up in escrow. Wagner says he had no choice in waiving Goffman's escrow.
The money to do the repairs was not a problem, or getting the repairs done hasn't been a problem. It's what he did with the houses and how they were sold, and every house he bought and sold ended up in foreclosure.
It obviously put a lot of homeowners like myself in jeopardy.
Wagner says he had to waive escrow for Goffman because of how the city's law is written. He says his hands were tied. Wagner also says his hands were tied when he sold his relative's home to Goffman while Goffman was under FBI investigation. The FBI and county prosecutor declined comment. The prosecutor's office was concerned a potential witness, Wagner, was talking with us.
Now let me ask you this, Tom. Is it typical for cities to waive escrow?
It is not typical, Ramona. We contacted 15 cities. 7 require escrow. Only 2 waive it, and that's if funds are available in the bank, so it's unusual.
Interesting. All right, Tom, thank you.
Okay.